What's the left? And aren't we just talking about like wings on the same bird? Hi there, it's Jim Day. What do people mean when they talk about the left? A lot of times today you hear people talking about what's going on the left, and then you get other people saying, hey, do you even really believe that the left and the right exist? They all wings on the same bird. And well, is that really true? I'm going to suggest to you that it's not. I'm going to suggest to you that what people are talking about on the left is not liberals. They're not talking about people that want to change the tax code. They're not talking about people that want to make sure that there's affordable housing for low-income people. These are typically liberal ideas, right? But that's not what people talk about when they talk about what's on the left. All right? When people talk about the left, what they're talking about is a cultural Marxism. Okay? They're talking about an entirely different worldview than what we've grown used to here in America. Let's put it in this term. Let's say I have a tree and it comes out of a particular stump. Okay? Now, out of this stump grows the virtues upon which our society is based. Let's say these virtues are truth. Let's say they're liberty, they're justice, these sort of things, right? So belief in God, all these things. We believe in ultimate truth, right? Now let's say out of this grows differing sprouts, okay? You get one branch going up this way, one branch going up this way, all right? And they differ on the way forward. But they're still coming from the same foundational belief that things like truth is important, liberty is important, freedom is important, all these kind of things, all right? This is your liberals and your conservatives. This is classically what we would have called our Republicans and our Democrats. We fight vehemently over these things, all right? But still coming from the same foundation of Judeo-Christian value. Now let's go over here, all right, and let's look at a foundation. This is another tree stump over here, all right, and now some ideas grow out of this one, but listen, these are a completely different root, okay? So over here, they don't believe in ultimate truth. There is subjective truth, right? You don't believe in ultimate truth because we don't believe in truth itself. And if we don't believe in truth itself, then truth can't be a virtue. That would be like saying the Easter Bunny is a virtue or Santa Claus is a virtue. Rather, what we believe in is what we can see here and now. We believe in personal power. All right? We believe that truth is created by the state or by a group of people. All right? When we talk about leftists, typically people think, they run over here and thinking, hey, listen, it's all the same bird. It's got the same wings. It's just wings on the same bird. But they're not understanding that people over here, they hear you talking about the left, and they assume that you're talking about people that are coming from the same foundational value that well, hey, I'm a good liberal. I believe in truth. I'm a good conservative. I believe in truth. And I understand that we're all just have disagreements. And so when you say leftism, when you talk about the left, you just don't understand. We're all coming from the same place, friend. But here's the thing, we ain't, because there is a group of people, there is a political movement in the USA and all around the world that comes from a completely different root. When you're sitting here and on what we'll say as the liberals over here, as you're sitting there and the conservatives are saying, hey, don't vote for this person is a leftist. What they're trying to get at is that, hey, this person comes from a set of values that does not jive with your values. You think that it does because it's got the term the left, and they're talking about social justice and all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, these are people that do not believe in ultimate truth. They believe in their truth. They believe in subjective truth. And thus, power becomes the only thing that's important. The big sin is not to lie to my face. The big sin is to take away from my personal power. And therefore, if truth takes away from my personal power, then truth itself becomes a sin. Do you see what I'm saying? Thus, there's an attack on truth. When you hear people talking about the left, they're not talking about tax brackets. They're not talking about the 1%. What they're talking about is a method of addressing issues like the 1% and social justice, but they're talking about a system that is coming, something that is completely antithetical to the very values they believe in.